Alright guys, this is read the manual. About to do a deck profile. Deck that I took at my locals. Got first place. Played for round Swiss. Was playing a Supreme King Pendulum variant. So without further ado, let's begin. For the stables, of course. This is all like generic stuff. So 3 Skulker Bet, 3 Wisdom Eye, 3 Double Iris, 3 Harmonizing, 3 Poison, and only 2 Black Fang. I needed to make room for other cards, so I just cut it to 2. You never would want to open up with this because it doesn't do nothing, especially early in the game. So you just want to have 2. 2 is fun. For the spice, 1 sorcerer. You only really need 1, and since you're running the Supreme King variant in here, it conflicts too much because it's a Earth. So 1 is really all you need to get off and get the Joker. You run 2 Supreme King Dragon and 1 0. I was testing out ratios with 3 of the Dragon. Then I cut it down to 2 just to make room for other cards. I think 2 is just fine. You want your 1 break right here. You never want to draw this. It's like a garnet for the pendulums, whatever, but it's still level 0. Scale 0, my bad. So it still puts in some work. It's pretty cool. Run 1 oath. I had it at 2, but if you're running the freaking Supreme King version, it should either be a 1 or none at all. It does kind of hurt to use a win, just because the Supreme King, when you use the effect, you put them in scale to set the gate. It makes it so you can only spell summon darks. So if this card's in your hand, it's pretty much you can't do nothing with it. So that's why you only run 1 Gofu. I kept him in. I was thinking about taking him out, but he's a dark, so he doesn't conflict with the Supreme King. So he's really good in that. And then you can also make Deco Talker. Deco Talker a dark too, so it doesn't conflict at all. And it's a 1 card decode, which makes it really good. You don't gotta waste too much. And usually people they Solemn Strike this or Solemn Warning it, so it's pretty good. For the hand traps, I ran. How much hand traps did I run? I think it was 6. Alright, so 1 Maxi, obviously, 3 Ash, and yeah, 2 Drone Lock, so 6. I thought this was the perfect ratio. This is the most important hand trap. It stops pretty much anything. This is the next to the important hand trap because it nets you free advantage, and this deck really sometimes, even though it's very consistent, it could get those weird awkward hands. So Maxi makes it better. Throw Lock just because I wanted hand traps that do a lot, and obviously Ash and Maxi at the right moment it does a lot. And Ghost Dugger, I don't feel like it does enough to like stop your opponent. So I ran 2 Drone Locks, even though Gamma is a card. You just gotta sometimes you just risk it because it could just shut down some decks. With just playing this shuts down them for the whole turn. So that's why I played it. For my spells, I ran I think like 10 spells, 10 or 11. 3 Duelist Alliance. This card's still stable in my opinion. 2 stores. I see some builds cut down to 1, but it's too good not to run it 2. Sometimes they like cyclone it, so it kind of sucks. But I think 2 is fun. Sometimes you banish it off desires as well. I ran only 2 desires. I know people that run 3. I use the 1 on desires into desires, and if you run multiples, there's more of a chance of you like drawing into it, you know. So 2 is fine. You never want to resolve really more than 2 anyway. So 2 is risking it. 2 1 safe. 2 Wavery Nice. I still decided to play this just because it comes off well with the Supreme King Dragon. And the mirror match is really good. And what else? It could turn like your dead skills, like if you have double iris, 2 of them, into like a really good play. So, and the 500 damage is pretty good too. One full to send a Supreme King Dragon to the grave. Get his effect, whatever. In one Pendulum go. I know some builds that run 2 or 3. I like it at 1 just because it's a really, if they ash this, it's a really bad situation. So that's why I only run 1. 2 top Pendulum graph. You need 2. I think 1's not enough, 3's too much, 2 is just the perfect amount. That's it for my main deck. It's 42. Now I'll do my extra deck. Extra deck, obviously you won't get Deco Talker. This is the only Link monster that I play. I know some builds that run a Cash Kick, a Kishik or something. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, they play her, but the action deck's really tight. So, and I like my diversity that I have in the deck. So that's why I only run 1. I run 1 Super King Dragon. This guy's really good. You can fuse with face down. So if they like floodgate you, and it was a dark one a dark monster that they floodgated you, as long as it was a dark pendulum monster, you can still summon this. So get rid of your extra monster zone and clear it. Once it bring your King Dragon Dark Rebellion, he's just there for the OTK. He does a lot of damage, so he's really good. One Utopia and Utopia Lightning. This is really good. Like against like this monster actually won me a match against a game, should I say, against some ABC guy. He had Buster Drake face down. I guess he just used like really bad. I was afraid it was like a gold gadget and he was just gonna float for days or whatever. So I made this guy to be safe and I attacked it. He tried to activate the effect. I told him he couldn't activate it, and I just won after that. Just too much advantage. 1 Tornado Dragon, it's too good. Trapeze for tricksters, and this you can use it also. It's a pretty good combo. Deco Talker. This one, I think it's a OTK. So you use effect to target a Deco Talker, and have him attack twice with a monster in each link zone that he wants to. So he's at 33 and attacks for 66, and plus this, that's over 8,000 of that. One-time star. He's good, but you only really need him to resolve him once, and if he dies, whatever, you can bring him back always with Black Fang. 1 Bakuska. I know people that play him at 2, but I feel like it's kind of. I mean, I probably would play him at 2 if I had room, but I just don't have room. Otherwise, I would play him. But he's really good. Like one of the plays I did in the tournament yesterday, I made Omega, and then I made Baguska. So basically, like a bunch of interruption, whatever. Like he couldn't do nothing, so, and I just won after that. For my synchros, I run a lot of synchros. I run 6 synchros. I probably should cut it down, but I run like the ones you need to run: Beals, Ignister, Omega, Supreme King. I mean, for the most part, I think these are all staples. I only run 1 Omega because I don't run the Wind Spellcaster Magician, so I think 1 just fine. I run 1 inline Paladin because you could use him to recycle your spells and traps. Plus, he gains your life points, and plus, he's a Black Fang target. So if you can spell summon from the grave, it's really good. 1 Stardust, just because even though Stardust is not really heavily being used right now, it's a fucking great card just to have on the field. And like, if you use the effect to tribute it off, it goes back to your main monster zone. So basically, it's like an Omega. So still, it gives you the protection and it gets out of your main zone, your extra deck zone. My bad. So that's why I think it's really good. I just need to get ulti, and I'll definitely keep it in here. That's it for my action deck. For my side deck, never really went into it, but 2 spear modes. I sided it once, never drew it, but I feel like it would have been really good. Like, I think I was playing against a ABC Dragon guy. Yeah, he summoned it, and like, unfortunately, he didn't have 3 monsters on the board, so this card was kind of like bad. But I probably would keep it in just because it's like really good. doesn't destroy, you know, doesn't target at all, and it normal summons. So even you can even use this over a Vanity Fiend or whatever, Fossil Dyna. So that's what makes it really good. 2 Zaphion. I'm just scared of like 2 Draco, like Peleos. So, like this card does like a lot of work, and then plus it's like a floating, not floating, but it's like a wall because it can't be targeted or destroyed by card effects. Wait, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. Alright, so it can be targeted, it just can't be destroyed by card effects or by battle. So it's really good. It shuffles stuff back to the deck. 1 Regeki, 1 Darkful, obviously. Trying to get rid of the monsters. More wipes. 3 Cyclones. This card's too good. Pay 1,000, banish nasty card. And nowadays, freaking card to be having card spells that try to be having effects in the grave. So this just gets rid of it, you know what I mean? Cost of 1,000, you know, get rid of it forever. Really good. 2 Spell Shatterings, Spiral Magicians, or freaking, yeah, Spirals and Magicians, really. 2 System down. I don't have cherries, so I use this for ABCs. Never recited it, didn't need to, but it's really good. And 2 Mind Crush, every deck adds, and count my counter to evenly match. So, yep, and that was it. That's my freaking Supreme King Magician deck profile. And I'm Breathing Manual. Out.